medical update post the Italy game. Bar some sore bodies and the usual bumps and bruises after a very physical test match, everyone came through well, and at this stage we are hopeful of having all 31 players available for selection this week. The next 24 hours or so will give us a clearer picture on Jared Payne, but he's making good progress and did some jogging yesterday. And finally, in relation to Rob Kearney, he's fit and will train fully this week.
Johnny, after I suppose a performance like that, is it one that keeps you awake at night, thinking, going over it in your head?
Yeah, look, we're pretty disappointed with a lot of aspects of our game. In fairness to Italy, they did put us under a lot of pressure, and it's probably the best we've seen from them for the whole campaign, including the warm-up games. So look, we've a lot to look at ourselves. We haven't had a chance to yet, but you know from playing in a game like that we just made too many unforced errors. We made some errors in defence as well, which allowed them to build pressure. We gave away penalties, in their 22, where normally we would build pressure. Our try came from putting them under pressure, putting the ball in the corner and getting the ball back from their line out. And then in the second half, we had a couple more opportunities like that we let them off the hook. So a lot to look at, but we're where we want to be. It's all down to this weekend, and that's where we wanted to be at the start of the tournament.
Yeah, you're a pretty honest bunch of guys. Will you be pretty hard on each other this week leading up to this big game?
Of course, yeah. I think coaching staff are always pretty hard on us, even after the Canada-Romania games, even through the Six Nations campaigns that we won. We were always very hard with each other, and honest is probably the key word. And if we're honest with each other, we weren't at our best at the weekend. But like I said, you got to, suppose, take the positives out of it that we've learned. Hopefully we'll learn some lessons from it, and they'll make us better for the tough games ahead.
Johnny, it's I guess obviously there'll be a lot of talk about the weekend and Bastero and how you sort of stop that again, but you've done it pretty effectively in the past, haven't you? I mean, can you, I suppose, draw heart from that, and also you're looking forward to the physicality of the challenge? Yeah,
he's a hard man to stop. I think I know better than most. I've come up second best a couple of times, but he sucks in a lot of defenders, and he looks like he's got himself in really good shape. And the same for other players. I think they possess power all across their back line and pace to burn as well. So look, we've got to be on top of our game from that point of view, and I'm sure we'll come up with some type of plan to help us stop him.
Johnny, it was always going to come down to this French game, and now here we are. Are you more or less confident of beating France after yesterday's performance?
I don't think we've thought about it yet, to be honest. I think we know that we're a pretty good team on our day when we play well, and I don't think we played well yesterday, and that's not to take anything away from Italy. I thought, like I said, they had Sergio Parise back. He made a huge difference to them, from a leadership point of view, from getting them mentally into the place that they needed to be, that they probably weren't against France. And they tested us in ways that we expected, but we hadn't seen from them previously, and maybe that was they came in under the radar a bit, and maybe they caught us by surprise a little bit as well. So, but with regards to France, we had hoped that we would be in this position, so now we're here now, and it'll be about building towards them, and having a great week's training preparation, and we've had some good results against them previously, but that's been off the back of some big performances, and it's still been one-score games. So we're in no doubt that we're playing against the best French team that can be, in terms of they're always come to their best in World Cup. So we'll have to be at our very best to be able to shout.
Johnny, you've had a bit of a window into the French psyche and everything that goes with that. How frustrated have they been with, I suppose, the quality of their league and the teams there, but mix that with this sort of underachievement that they've had in the last few years? And is that the kind of thing that will spur them on this weekend?
I think what I did get from them was the World Cup is huge over there. I think the Six Nations is almost like a burden on them in the middle of a top 14 season. That's the kind of impression that I got. It disrupts their top 14 season, and then it comes to World Cup, it's almost like they build for this, and it's like they use players throughout the Six Nations year on year to have this big playing pool for the World Cup. And you can see from their previous results, how many semi-finals they've been in, how many finals they've been in. Arguably they should have won the last World Cup, and they were in turmoil during the group stages. So we got to be aware of all these things and realise them, but at the same time, we know we have to concentrate on ourselves, because we know when we get our performance right, we can be a good team.